divas, divinely inspired, vivacious artists. I'm glad you're here with me today. I'm glad you could tune in for a little bit. These are two magazines that are currently on the market. I found these at JoAnns, and I wanted to share them with you because I have never seen these magazines before. Let's see, this one's called Mollie Makes, and I'll show you that in a moment. And also this is called Tea Time, and I believe they're made by the same company who did Victoria magazine. The photography is really similar. It says celebrating 20 years, but I've never seen the magazine before. This is $9.99 US or $11.99 Canadian. And at JoAnns, one of the things that you cannot get a discount on is magazines. They do not give you coupons or discounts off of magazines. I think the profit margin is very, very low on that. But I love summer teas. Okay, cool. I love tea. As anybody can know, if you would like to support the channel, there's a buy me a pot of tea. It says buy me pot of coffee, but it's a little way to support the channel. There's also channel memberships a membership available if you'd like to support the channel that way. But just talking about tea, I like to make junk journals out of tea boxes and tea dyed paper, and I cut things out of magazines like this to put in those junk journals. But this is about tea rooms. We won't go over every single page. Of course, there's proprietary information in it, and it's a newish magazine. So by Hoffman Media Store in Texas. Okay, teamagazine.com. So I encourage you to check out some. I encourage you to check out some new magazines that you might not be familiar with. You never know what kind of hobbies and things you're going to find. That you're going to find in it. Look at how beautiful the china cups and things are. My mom used to do teas at church. They had these three-tiered stands, and they'd pile them full of little tiny tea sandwiches and little desserts and things like that. And we would do them for fundraisers, and they were really well received. We'd give prizes out and things like that. Oh, that's fun. Where you can get other teas. Gracious green teas. Look at those beautiful cups too. Wow. You can often find at thrift stores and at estate sales and things like that, you can often find cups. Now, when my mom did her teas, she would do cup and saucer combinations. They wouldn't always match, but, you know, a lot of times you could get like 3 for a certain price, like 3 sets for a certain price. They didn't have a full service of 4 or 6 or 8. So you could get cheap bargains on them. And she would put little mesh bags of goodies in them and decorate them up, and they would be given out as door prizes at those teas. Tea Time in Bloom. Flowers on the different china. There's also a tea shop in Cape May at the back of the Physics House, a famous historical house down in Cape May. There is a tea shop and an outbuilding back there. It's lovely. I love to go there. There's some recipes for tea sandwiches and little tiny desserts with meringues. Oh my gosh, it makes me so hungry. Aren't they nice? Fancy Garden Fate. When my daughter was really young, one of her birthday parties, I think maybe 1st or 2nd grade, we did a fancy tea party as a little girl's birthday party. I love doing that. That's a 3-tiered server, and she had gotten a whole bunch of them, and people donated some of them for her teas. Coastal Tea Time. There we go. There's a Cape May theme coming up here. There's also a tea house near where we live that we go to once in a while. She's given me some birthday presents by taking me to the tea house with some of my friends and family members. It's always fun. Oh, they're beautiful. Tea sommelier. Picture perfect tea sandwiches. This is just so beautiful to page through. Oh look, there's a little teddy bear on the plate there. Meet me for tea in St. Louis. This is a tea house experience. And there the girls are dressing up. Nice. Teatopia. Instead of a coffee shop, you have a tea shop. Love it, love it. English shop. Beautiful. You know, they should have more tea at spa experiences. Wouldn't that be nice? To have a cup of green tea or white tea at a spa experience. Wow, this is a famous ritzy tea room. The Leafies, the UK Tea Academy's tea competition. I never knew they had a tea competition. But of course they do. But of course they do. I'll be the judge of that. Tea tycoons. I have a lot to learn about tea. Kodiak Tea Company. The Wonders of Nature. Tea at the White House. Oh, Modern Elegance Meets Rustic in Waterdown, Canada. Okay, so this is the White House in Canada. Unexpected Traveling Companion. I'm going to read this from cover to cover and then scavenge the pictures in it for... Oh, now that one is jalapenos in it. No. Not. And scavenge the pictures in it for junk journals. And, of course, the information for subscribing is inside the magazine. So this one came in a plastic bag, came with a little simple kit. Turn over to see what's in our magazine. It's taller than your average magazine, a little bit taller. So let's see what this comes with. A lot of times in JoAnns you can find knitting, crocheting, and card making magazines that have a little gift with them, and that's so much fun. So much fun. This is designed by Matilda Smith. It's Felt Swan Kit. So you have felt and you have some embroidery stitches. Learn 6 simple stitches to make yours today. Embroidery and sewing thread, stuffing, and ribbon. Let's see what this kit looks like. Aha. Okay, we have stuffing compressed in this little packet. I am not about to open it right now. You have pre-cut pieces for the swan here. You have the gray front and back. You have supposed to be 2 wings or just 1? I've only got 1 wing here. Only got 1 wing here. Interesting. Maybe just 1, I don't know. The instructions are inside, so we'll find out. We have a crown, and we have like a little foot and a little flower. You have the accompanying embroidery thread. You have regular sewing thread to stitch it together, and you have a piece of ribbon to use. And the instructions are all inside. Let's see. I guess since it only shows 1 wing on the front, they only gave you 1 wing. That's kind of, I don't know. I would have done both sides, but that's just me. And 1 beak, 1 flower. I guess you're only meant to do 1 side of this swan. Very interesting. How people cut costs. Over 60 projects. Make stuff you love. Fresh inspiration. Love the crafty life. Making, thrifting, collecting, and crafting. Oh, I am all about this. This says Collector's Edition, Volume 1. 132 pages of nostalgia, sewing projects, yarn inspiration, and felt plushies. This is cute. I've never seen this before. This is like an apple cozy. Okay, right. I know. I hear you. I don't know what you'd use an apple cozy for either. Why would you need an apple cozy? But we're gonna suspend our disbelief and suspend our questions for now, because I have no answer to that question. Okay, and again, I'm not going to go through the details in the magazine. You'll have to pick it up for yourself for that. But let's see. A decade later, we still love to make. Handmade is more than just a hobby for us. It's interesting. It's in everything we do. We can't resist hunting down treasures in thrift stores, then customizing, recovering, and embellishing our finds with our stash of ribbons and bows, buttons and beads, fabrics and felt. Forever on the lookout for new inspiration. Whatever we do, we're living and loving handmade. I like that. Look at that new embroidery sewing machine. Wow, professional series. Ooh, I can do that. Let's see. For home, for fashion, for gifts. Okay, this is the home section. Okay, prickly pear here, and how to do a cactus pin cushion. Very nice. Oh, retro looks. So this would be a granny square cushion. Gives you all the instructions on how to make a granny square. I like this. This picture chart. I haven't seen crochet charts like that before, because it gives you how many chains and what type of crochet, single crochet, which means, you know, what these little marks in the center are where you go through a loop. The chains are how many chains in between things. I like that. Where was that when I was making my first granny squares? That started out supposed to be this big and it came out like this floppy big. I don't know, but I like that a lot. I'm going to try that. And this is a big cushion, granny square cushion, all in one. Oh, a little tea set. Ooh, I can do that. Treasures on display. This is like a shadow box. It looks like a printer's case, but in the back they put different kinds of like scrapbooking papers and then items in the front. I don't know that I like it that busy, but I do have printer cases that I put my little treasures in. I'll show you pictures of them sometime. Living your life a creative way. So they show you the lives of some creative people. I like that. How do you like them apples? There's the crochet apple covers. Go on, you know you want one. Tuck into Sarah, her last name. Unforgettable crochet projects from Mollie Makes very first issue. So this has been around a long time. It's called www.gathered.how is the website. Gathered, GATHERED.how, HOW. This is the best of Mollie Makes. Crochet an apple jacket. It's kind of fun. Show-stopping brew. I'm going to make this. This is a tea cozy, a knitted tea cozy with knitted flowers on top. I'm going to make this. I also have another pattern for a tea cozy that I would like to make. Ooh, a lesson in color and pattern with Crafty Fails. Look at his colorations. Look at the ribbons. Where do I find ribbon like that? Man. One of the things I found is when I get a bit stuck, I'm not being quite extreme enough. Oh my goodness. The color that he works with. I love that. When you get down and you've lost your way, an outside view speeds up the creative process. That's very true. Whether it's homework lessons or whether it's being stuck in creative, get out in nature and walk. Walk, walk, walk. Look at his fabric collection. I want that. Oh my gosh, I just love the color. You know me in color. It's like, wow. Okay, so revamping a thrifty find with zingy patchwork and pom-pom trim. This is how to measure the little stool, how to get your measurements. This is kind of cool. They use newspaper or whatever flyers that you get in the mail, and to measure for a pattern. You cut that apart and that's your pattern. Excellent idea. I remember doing that a long time ago. And this is how to sew it. A little kitty on the stool. Plant buddies. Little crochet plant buddies. That's cute. Very, very cute. Learn something new with Gathered. Gathered.how. I am going to sign up for that immediately when I'm finished with this. Look at this. I don't know how practical this is, but this looks like a crocheted cover for a bicycle. Bicycle back wheel. Okay, so this would be fashion. Doodle stitching on top of your blouses. Pattern clash. Calling all vintage fabric addicts, show off the stash. With Jenny Walker's upcycled tablecloth clutch bag. Okay, so she's using tablecloths. I have a bunch of tablecloths that I brought home from my mother-in-law's place that, you know, that are from this era. I'll have to try something with them. I can use them for sewing. I was going to use them for junk journaling covers. I'm doing for more than that. Look at that. Great idea. Sewing with style. Which sewing machine is for you? Knitting a color block scarf. This is a seed stitch. It's got one purl, one knit, one purl, one knit. And then you do the opposite. You do it the same on the back side, which turns out to be the opposite look. And how to make a pom-pom. That's always needed. Arnie and Carlos documenting your progress together. So, junk journals! Guys, junk journals right here! And this is how they are documenting their progress on different projects. Okay, right there you go. And here's some of the, okay, this is for fashion, and it puts lace. I have lace doilies exactly like that somebody made that I picked up at a thrift store. Look how chunky monkey their journals are. See. Love it. Love it, love it. Another use for your junk journals, gals. Love it. Okay, and this is like home decorating projects. There's that bicycle cover I told you about a few minutes ago. Wouldn't it get greasy? Wouldn't it get filthy? And you'd have to sew it on. So I'm not sure how practical that would be, but how pretty. If you've got a, oh, my mom has a bicycle up in the barn. That was hers when she was a little girl. It was hers when she was a teenager. This would look, if it's just a display and she's not riding it, that would be pretty in here in the sunroom. Very nice. That's a good idea. It's a fun idea. Really fun idea. Making Peter Pan collars. And this one just has them worn. It's scalped and punched felt, maybe? Okay. I don't see them being worn. I don't see them being worn right now. Fulfilling Your Ambition with Zena Shaw. I'm back to where I started working for myself and I couldn't be happier. So she is an entrepreneur and how she's making her crafty art business work. Candy Girl. Twinkie Chan style. And crochet these quirky, as you like, biscuit inspired hair clips. They're Moorish. Oh, that's cute. Cute. I bet these would sell at a craft fair. What do you think? Ah, stitching fashion fun. Do you remember, I had a pair of jeans, bell-bottom jeans in the 70s. And I crocheted all kinds of things all over the pant legs. I think there was like a lily pad and a frog and milkweed pods and all kinds of things. Okay, introvert, yes. Homebody, quilter, courage and kindness, cat lady, a cassette tape, panties? I don't know about that. An old telephone, yes, so cute. Death before decaf. If it's tea, yeah, definitely. French fries. I used to love embroidering all kinds of fun things on my jeans and, okay. And of course, these are flipped. It says ready for you to trace. They're not iron-ons. But I don't know why they're backwards if you're tracing them. I'm sure the instructions are in there. Ooh, I could do that. Fashion craftivism. Mini fashion statement includes handwritten messages about sustainable fashion. The idea of shop till you drop. Put a scroll in the pocket of a garment in a fashion store asking, please open me with curiosity and care. 19 other gentle protest craft projects. This is interesting. Okay, the Craftism Collective Handbook. In other words, they have you going into retail shops and putting little notes in the pockets of some of the garments saying, you know, think about going to a thrift store instead, I guess. There's also a movement that I like, that you make something and you leave it. Leave it somewhere for somebody to find, anywhere, like a bench, like on a store shelf, and it said, it's yours if you found it, you know, that kind of thing. Just, it's like regifting these tiny little things that you just leave places for other people to find. That would be fun. And you know, and I guess it's coming up. I'll talk about that in a minute. Sunshine flowers. Somebody sent me a happy mail one time of a bunch of hand crocheted flowers. Love it. I used some of them for little cover minders, and some of them I'm going to use on my junk journals for my cover decorations. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's pretty. And this is how to crochet. Look at the cute little leaf. How to crochet the little flowers. Nice. Okay, that is in French. I don't speak French. Look at the cute little thing. I gotta show you. Gotta show you up close. Look at the cute little puppy. And he's looking at the whole ring of cute little puppies on thread spools on a doily. Cutie, adorable. How to felt your wool. How to make little felt doggies. And a bone. Cute. Love Vintage Ink. Capture the retro cool with Jenny Hart's pain-free hand-embroidered tattoo designs. Okay, so these were tattoo designs, but they are now embroidery designs. And you know, for diamond painters, Paint Gem Minis has a set of tattoo designs that you can paint gem too. And it has the patterns here for you to follow. Freeform stitches, and this is sewing on buttons with stitches. Look how they did their thread spools. They put them around the paper clips, the little mini paper clips. They're not paper clips. The little mini clothespins, clothes pegs. Tea time favorites. Embroidered in felt. Very fun. Cookies or biscuits. Cute miniatures. Open wide. It looks like embroidering a bib. A clothing protector, excuse me. When I worked at a retirement facility over a summer, they called them clothing protectors, not bibs. Princess and the Pea. This is my favorite fairy tale of all time. I am so happy that they did something on the Princess and the Pea. Once upon a time, a proper princess refused to go to sleep. Mandy Mrugori rewrites the story for this dreamy sewing project. I don't know about refusing to go to sleep, but there's a little tiny pea. I've got to make this. I have got to make this, gals. It's a little doll on a bed of very thin, like, mattresses, and the little tiny pea. I bet I could get a bed like at a thrift store or something, like a Barbie bed or something like that I could get. Oh, I've got to do this. This is my favorite fairy tale. Okay, so it's how to make the doll. Very easy way to do it. How to make the little mattresses. Cute, cute, cute. And that's all. Well, she doesn't go into how to make the bed. That's why it was drawn on there. But you can find a bed to put them in. Bonjour lapin. Okay, so it is a crocheted little mouse, a French mouse with a beret, and it's using the embroidery thread and winding them, gluing them around the eggs, the Easter eggs. Ombre style. Ombre just means it goes from dark to light. It's a sequence of colors that shades from one end to the other. There you go, bonus kits. What it includes, and it's got a QR code that if you want to go up for the template instructions, you can go up on there for it. Okay, I expected it to be in there. Okay, there's a doll, a fashion doll, long legs, that you could make this Mollie doll if you wanted to. And collecting old photos, forgotten stories. Amazing spring offers for Genome, UK. I guess this is a UK magazine. I had never seen it here in the States. I wonder how much it would be to subscribe to a magazine like this, but this is fun. Mollie Makes, www.gatheredhow.com. So there's more on instructions and things online as well. The Best of Mollie Makes Volume 1, Collector's Edition. This is fun. This is a lot of fun, and I see a bunch of things in here I can either use or make, or again use the pictures for in other ways. This magazine is, I don't see the costs on here, either that or it's too small. Too small for me to see. I think the prices are on there, but I can't see them. But just, you know, 2 magazines to pick up at JoAnns if you are looking for some new ideas, some fresh inspiration, some beautiful pictures and beautiful colors, and even a little craft to go with it. All right, divas. See you next time. Bye.